Hello trainers, it's your favorite content creator Netto, and today we dive into Open Great League because tomorrow we're having Great League returning into our Go Battle League screens. Starting off from the bat with a very nice team with Venusaur up on the lead, Registeel as a closer and Sableye as a safe switch. This line of 3 is pretty safe to use. Core Breaker, I decided to pick here the Talonflame, but still a pure Zap Cannon from the Registeel or the pressure from the Shadow Claws and the foul plays are gonna be enough to take this threat down. And overall, a Sludge Bomb in the end game, if you rotate correctly your team, I think is gonna be just enough to bring that Pokemon either on the red or to no HP because of the collateral damage. Overall, this line of 3, as I have already said, is gonna be super safe. You're not gonna encounter a lot of counters for this line because a lot of people tend to lead with a water type. You can simply destroy them down with your Venusaur. If they go with a flyer, just switch out to your Sableye and then close the game with Registeel. So that's why I love this team. The synergy is fantastic. You can see that both Sableye and Venusaur can protect that Registeel from the fighters and also some of those mud boys, because Venusaur, if you didn't know already, it is gonna farm down any mud boy, especially that threatful Swampert. So you're gonna be on a very good spot overall. And of course, Sableye is one of the best safe switches on the game because even if they bring something like a dark type to counter you down, you can still threat them with that return that it might carry. So just keep in mind that you are gonna need that return on your Sableye. Just don't go with Power Gem, you need the return, otherwise use another ghost type like Frostlass. Now we're gonna showcase a team that I believe has no weakness at all. You can see the Core Breaker there, which is gonna be Scrafty, but still I think that with proper rotation you are gonna be fine with Scrafty even on the enemy's team. So starting off with Altaria up on the lead, a pretty solid Pokemon, pretty straightforward. You have Dragon Breath to pressure down the opponent and of course access to Sky Attack, which is gonna be your way to go. Also this Pokemon, you can use it as a budget option because it requires minimal amount of Stardust to unlock a second move, and if you even do not want to spend that amount of Stardust, you can still go with a single move Altaria and still apply a lot of pressure to the opponent without worrying about the second move at all. If you have though the second move activated, well, Moonblast might be your way to go, but this is gonna be a legacy one from each community day, so Dragon Pulse is gonna be your second option. The closer is gonna be Jellicent because Hex is just gonna do tremendous damage to the enemy and of course gain to you much more energy than usual, and of course Bubble Beam can debuff the opponent. Shadow Ball is just gonna nuke down the opponent, and of course keep in mind that you can always replace that Bubble Beam with an Ice Beam if you feel like it. The safe switch of the team, I think that Stunfisk is gonna fill that role pretty much effectively because not only can bait out the enemy's Crafty if you can play this correctly, but also it can nuke down every other steel type, has a lot of neutral matchups, especially against those grasses that might be really troublesome for your Jellicent, and of course you're gonna be in a very good position in total since this line of 3 is gonna be super bulky, super safe, and applies a lot of pressure with its fast attacks and of course its charge attacks as well. I am pretty sure that this next one will blow your mind because it is absolutely gonna be on the anti-meta options for the current meta of Great League. So Dravenant up on the lead, a pretty solid lead to be honest. The moveset is only one, you have to go with Shadow Claw, with Seed Bomb and Shadow Ball, nothing else. This Pokemon wants to catch any water type other than Walrein, any fighter out there, and of course something like Azumarill is just gonna be destroyed down with this. Also it has pretty cool matchups against certain threats like Nidoqueen. The closer of the team, I decided to put in there my Skarmory because it is a steel Pokemon which also flies, and that means that this version of steel type isn't afraid of ground type moves, and of course with the help of Trevenant and the safe switch which is gonna be Vigoroth, you are not afraid even of Registeel because you have coverage for that. So the safe switch, we already said that, is gonna be Vigoroth, and that Pokemon is pretty amazing. It is a safe option on every Sylph gift cap, and of course on any GBL cap as well. So this Pokemon in total is gonna be absolutely amazing. Just go with counter body slam, and if you do not have bulldoze, do not be that much worried about that move. You still can go with back-to-back body slams and still do about the same damage. The core breaker of the team, Altaria, because not only can wall down Trevenant but also has a very good matchup against the backline, but still you can see that back-to-back body slams, a sky attack, and the resisted damage from the Dragon Breath because you are a Skarmory, and of course a pure Shadow Ball might be it for the Altaria to faint. So a core breaker once more that we can see it faint pretty much easily. Here is, trainers, the final one. So having a Cofagrigus up on the lead, a pretty amazing Pokemon to use in total. I really love this option because it is fairly bulky, it hits super hard, you are gonna take at least one shield from the enemy, and of course Shadow Claw can still farm down any other ghost out there. The closer of the team, Medicham. This Pokemon you have to carry Psychic. I'm not sure about Ice Punch or Power Punch, I will leave it up to you, but I think that if you are worrying about something like an Altaria, just go Ice Punch. If you do not worry about flyers, just go with Power Punch. Just keep in mind that Psychic might be your way to go. The safe switch of the team, Walrein. This Pokemon pretty amazing. You have to use its community day moves. Yeah, moves, not move, because both Icicle Spear and Powder Snow are gonna be legacy on that Pokemon. But if you have one already built up, just use it. This Pokemon pretty cool, and of course even against the fighters you can still go with back-to-back Icicle Spears and still put them to no HP pretty fast. The core breaker of the team, well, Sableye, because it can go pretty well up on the lead, pretty well on the closing part, but it will struggle against Walrein. If you can avoid that matchup with Medicham or Cofagrigus, this team can absolutely wreck the opponent. So that's all, trainers. Thank you for watching, thank you for staying till the end. I hope you liked my teams today. I had only 4, not 5, so with that in mind, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't, because it helps so much to build our community over here and expand it even more. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all into the next one. Take care, trainers.